Alright, let's see where we're at today. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for joining me. This is your host, Tiny Jester. We are in game number 130 of the season for the Seattle Mariners 1995. Before we get to the actual game today, I'm going to go and recap all the previous games to catch everyone up on where we were at. So if you don't want to listen to that, you might want to just mute the camera until you actually see gameplay. Or if you're watching this on YouTube later, you might want to fast forward until you see the game starting. But we're going to take a few minutes and recap the first, I think, 11, 12 games? Where are we at? We're at, 13 games. So we've already played 13. Alright, so spoiler alert, I'll let everyone get a chance to decide what they're going to do here, and then we're going to go ahead and recap where we're at. And here we go. Alright, so we started this replay thinking we're going to redo the month of September and see if Seattle can come back and pull out the miracle comeback and make it into the playoffs. So on September 1st, game number 117 of the season. Remember, 1995, they got off to a late start in the season. So it's only game 117. It was against Baltimore. Seattle lost 9-2. So that dropped our record to 60-58 after the loss. Next game was September 2nd, game number 118 against Baltimore. And we won 4-3, which improved our record to 61-58. So 1-1 in the replay so far. Third game was September 3rd, game number 119 of the season against Baltimore, and it was a loss, 5-4. It was a walk-off double in the bottom of the ninth that killed it for us. So we lost on a walk-off 5-4. Our record dropped to 61-59, and we were 1-2 on the replay. Then we head to New York to face off against the powerhouse Yankees. On September 4th, game number 120 against New York, we won it 9-5, and we improved our record to 62-59. We actually got 6 runs in the top of the ninth to win that one. So going into the top of the ninth, we were losing 3-5. We ended up winning 9-5, 6 runs in the top of the ninth. We improved our record to 2-2 after 4 games. Next game was September 5th. It was game number 121 against New York. We lost this one 5-3, and our record fell to 62-60. And there was 15 hits for the Yankees in this game. 15 hits in the 5-3 loss. Our record dropped to 2-3 after 5 games of the series. Next is September 6th, game number 122 against New York. We won that 3-2 and improved our record to 63-60. And again, a late comeback by Seattle. We got 2 runs in the 8th and 1 in the 9th. To win this one 3-2. So nothing happened until, for Seattle at least, until the top of the 8th inning. And our record went to 3-3. September 7th, we had a makeup game against Cleveland. Just a one game. Game number 123 against Cleveland. We lost that one 17-7. It was a beatdown. 16 hits and 20 hits for Cleveland. And our record dropped to 63-61, so we were 3-4 in the replay at that point. Game number 124, September 8th against Kansas City. We lost that one 13-10 in 14 innings. So one of the best games that we've played. It was a thriller all the way through, went 14 innings. And Joe Avoletto for Kansas City hit 3 home runs in that game. and we lost that one, so our record dropped to 63 and 62, and our record dropped to 3 and 5 in the replay. September 9th, game number 125 against Kansas City. We won that 4-0. And there was only 6 hits for Kansas City in the 4-0 win. And our record improved to 64 and 62. We were 4 and 5 after that game. Next game, September 10th, game number 126 against Kansas City. We lost that one 11-4. We had 3 runs in the 9th. 3 runs in the 8th, 1 in the 9th. That was our only, and there was also, trying to remember, 3 runs in 8th and 9th. I think we got 3 of our 4 runs were in the 8th and the 9th. And our record dropped to 64 and 63. Record-wise, we're 4 and 6 in the first 10 games. So 40%, not very good. Then we go September 11th, game number 127 against Minnesota. We lose this one 8-3. Bases loaded in the 9th. And we got 0 runs. So bases loaded in the 9th and ended up with 0 runs. Our record dropped to 64 and 64. We were 4 and 7 in the replay at that point. Game number 128, September 12th against Minnesota. We won that 8-7 in an amazing comeback. 3-run home run in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. Walk-off 3-run home run for Seattle to win that one. Our record improved to 65 and 64. We were 5 and 7 at that point. And then game number 129, September 13th against Minnesota. We won that 8-1. And Randy Johnson with 11 Ks, and our record is now 6 and 7. So 1 game below 500. And that brings us to today. So there you've been caught up on what had happened. Our record is 6 and 7. And we are now headed to Chicago to face the Chicago White Sox here. There's your starting lineups. It's Vince Coleman in left, Cora at second, Griffey in center, Martinez as the DH, Tito's at first, Bruners in right field, Blowers is at third, Sojo's short, Liam Wilson catching, and Andy Benz is the pitcher. Andy Benz the righty. White Sox lineup goes as follows: Lance Johnson in center, Tim Raines in left, Dave Martinez at first, Frank Thomas is the DH, Robin Ventura, third baseman Lyle Moton. In right field, Ray Durham is at second. Ron Karkovice is the catcher, and Ozzie Guillen is the shortstop. Pitching is Jason Barree. So Jason is a right-hander as well. So let's get things rolling here for game number 130 and see if we can even our record up at 7 games apiece if we can win this and get a 3-game win streak started. Let's go. So Jason Barree, the righty, against Vince Coleman, the switchy left-hander. That is going to be a 2-5 possible strikeout. And for Kaminsky Park, let's take a look at Kaminsky. So strikeouts are -2. Walks are +1 and nothing for home runs. So -2 on strikeouts, +1 on walks. And that's going to probably help us right here, right now, because Vince Coleman against the right-handers at 13. -2 is an 11. So without that -2, that would have been a strikeout. So Vince Coleman is going to get a shot here. And we got to pop over to the other side. There we go. So Vince Coleman, only 1 hit at 10 at-bats so far. Haven't been keeping track in ball score the whole time. So some of our, I think just the last few games. So Vince Coleman, 2-2. That's going to be single back into center field. So leadoff single by Vince Coleman. He's got an attempt of 9, +2 for Jason Barree. So 1-11, and there will be some activity on the base paths. That's a 1. That is going to be a steal attempt, and guess what? The 20-sider is going to fail us because we're a 14. +2 is 16. Plus the catcher, maybe +1, maybe +2. It's not going to matter because that's a 20, and he's going to get caught stealing. Unbelievable. Caught stealing second base. Vince Coleman out. That brings up Joey Cora. Unbelievable. Joey Cora Oh, we don't need this one anymore. 6-3, a possible walk. And walks again are +1. 8 plus 1 is 9. That is going to be a walk. So could have had some real good start here for Seattle. And now Joey Cora is a 3 attempt +2. So it's going to be 1 to 5 now. And no activity. So let's go to the next batter. It's Ken Griffey. 3-2 for Griffey. That's a 3-2 is a possible strikeout. 12 minus 2 is 10. That's a 17, so no strikeout. Ken Griffey has got to do it himself here. Come on, Griff. Let's do this. 3-6 lines it right at the first baseman. And with that, there could be a pickoff at the runner at first. And it was lined to first base. Oh, boy, this is going to be trouble. We roll a 3. And first base, if in range, 1 to 4, he's going to be picked off. Unbelievable. Promising inning. We got a caught stealing, and it just goes downhill from there. It's a liner right to the first baseman, and out at first on the double play is Cora, and that's going to be a put out by the first baseman as he tags him quickly. And Griffey, unfortunate there. So Seattle with a great chance in the top of the first, and they get nothing to show for it. That brings Andy Benz up. He is it his? This is his. This is not the right card. That is his. It looks like a batting card. Let's see if we can find. Oh, and because he played for San Diego. I need to. Let's see. Where is the? I got to try and find the right card now. Unbelievable. I got to try and find San Diego, Cincinnati, San Diego. Here we are. So let's see. Let's see if we can find them here. An actual pitcher card. That would be super good. Let's see here. Let's see here. Because he played for San Diego, and he's got a San Diego card, as you can see there. So, I put these back in the box, and there we go. All right. So he does have a batting guard, which is interesting. But, all right, so there he is. He is a right-hander. Back to live action now. And Lance Johnson, the lefty's up against Andy Benz. He was, there we go. Now I can actually see. He was 11-9 with a 4.76. He pitched 181 innings. Gave up 193 hits, 171 strikeouts, so almost a strikeout per inning. And only 73 walks, so about half a walk-in inning. Less than half a walk-in inning. So let's hope that continues here for Andy Benz. 3-4. Lefty, and that's going to be single back up the middle. Right back up the middle by Lance Johnson. He's an attempt of 5. So 1 to 5, he might try something. Let's see. Tim Raines is up for the White Sox. 19, so nothing going on there. And that is going to be a possible strikeout. No strikeout for Tim Raines. 5 and a 6. Hits ground ball down to first. We're going to try for a double play here. Double play of 1. Benz is a -1, so no double play. And that's going to be a 5, which is going to be higher than the base runner. Yes, it is. So we're going to get the fielder's choice. That's going to be a 3-6 out at second. So Tim Raines will take over at first. He's got an attempt of 2. So 1 or 2 will be a some activity there. That brings up Dave Martinez, and no activity. So a 2-6 is blank on Andy Benz. So we're going to just ignore that pink dice now. Dave Martinez, the lefty. 5-1. That's going to be a fly ball, and that one's going out to our good friend Ken Griffey Jr. in center field. They'll wait on it, make the catch. And we have 2-way now. For Big Frank Thomas. Oh, Big Frank is up. Mr. What was it? Campbell's Soup commercial, man? Frank Thomas. And that is a 6-6 on Ben's card. That is a possible strikeout. 8 -2, though, so that is not going to be good. Not a lot of strikeouts here in Chicago. 1-3 against a righty. A lefty would have been a single, but this is going to be a ground ball down to third. And but third base. And Frank Thomas will be out by a couple steps. And we do it. We're through one here in Chicago. Kaminsky Park, 1995. That brings up Edgar Martinez. Now, Edgar's batting .250 so far in our stats. That's a 5-6 error check, so we're going to have an error check. That's what this dice will be for now. No, it will not be this dice. It will be... Yes, it will be this dice. What am I thinking? It's 1 to 20, right. Possible error. Let's see. 5-2 is going to be a double into right field. Right fielder today, double into right. And right fielder's going to be Lyle Mouton. Lyle Mouton in right field has got an error of 0, so he will not make an error. But it is going to be a double, leadoff double by Edgar Martinez as he rips that into right field. He's got an attempt of 1. Again, +2 for Jason Berry. So 1-3, and there might be some activity, and that's not good because he's only 11 to steal. He does get the +2 from Berry though, so he does have a, what is that? 75% chance, 65%, 65% chance. So it's a 2. Oh my gosh, here we go. So it is going to be a steal attempt. He is an 11 +2 is 13. We rolled a 15. We better hope the catcher, and that is Jason Berry. Oh boy. Where is Jason? Where is Jason? Oh, that's the pitcher. Sorry. Ron Karkovice. What am I thinking? Ron Karkovice is actually a -1 on the throw. So +2 -1, and that's going to be a +1 to his 11, and that's only a 12. Rolled a 15, so he is out of there. Caught stealing again. Wait a minute. No. What am I thinking? He's on second, not on first. We're not going to try and steal third. Sorry. No. Reroll. Sorry. My bad. I was thinking there was a guy in first. There is not. There is a guy in second, so let's give Tito Martinez another shot at this. He's not going to try to steal third. Or home, or anything crazy. So, smart play there. All right, here we go. Sorry, back to live action. We got a range play coming up here. 3-3 is a range play. And that could be good, could be bad. Let's see. It's a 3, so it's going to be right in the middle. It's a 6-3. That's going to ground ball. That's going to second baseman Ray Durham. How quick is Durham on his feet? Ray Durham has got a range of 2. Not quick enough, as that one's going to get by him. That one is going to get by him. 6-3. So that's going to be a G4. So it's going to be an S4. A second to home on an S4. You only need a base running of 2. Edgar Martinez, what are you, buddy? You are a 2. So he's going to truck around. And he's going to come in to score on the single. And Seattle takes a 1-0 lead. And that brings up Jay Bruner. So that range play worked out for us. Jay Brunner. It's not... I was told it was not Bruner. It's Bronner. Brunner? Or I was told it was not Brunner and it was Bruner. I'm going to go with Bruner... Jay Bruner. Let's find out. Do 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 do. We're gonna find out one way or the other. J. Ru. B-U-H-N-E-R. Let's see if there's any videos. All right. All right, we'll listen to see what they have to say. Say his name. Really? Wow. Buhner. All right, Buhner. Jay Buhner. There we know. Now we know. And away we go. Jay Buhner. So Jay Buhner's up for Seattle. Runner at first. And now, this time, there is a runner at first. That's Tito Martinez. He will not attempt anything anyways. So Jason Berry. 3-5. That's a fly ball out to left field. I'm going to click back in here, don't I? Fly ball out to left field. Making the catch out there is going to be Tim Raines. And there is 2-1 away now for Mike Blowers. 1-2 walk plus, and that will be a walk. So now runners at first and second for Luis Sojo, shortstop. Oh, bounced right out. Luis Sojo. Luis, what are you doing? You're batting .273, 3 hits, 11 at bats. 3-3, it's a range play. Oh boy, here we go again. Could be good, could be bad. We'll find out. It's a 4. It's going to be a tough play one way or the other. 2-4. Star line 1, which is going to be left fielder. Left fielder is Tim Raines. He's pretty quick, as I recall. Tim Raines is only a 3 in left field, though, so that is going to fall in. As that is a 4, it's outside his range. So 1-4, it'll be a single. 5 or 6, it's a double. That's a 1, so that's going to be a single. And we have a runner on second. And we're going to try and see if he can come in to score. That's Tito. What was Tito? That ball was hit to single into left field. +1 to our base running. And that is going to be Tito. He's a 2. +1 is a 3. So we're looking at the red dice first, but we roll both of them. 1-3, he'll be safe. 4-5. He will not go. 6 was going to be a trouble. That's a 4, so he doesn't go. So it's outside his range, and that is going to be a single. And everyone's going to advance a base with 1 out. And that brings up Dan Wilson with the bases loaded here. Bases loaded here. And they are going to play at the edge. They're going to play halfway in. One of the wonderful things about inside pitch, really, really enjoy that you have many options defensively. You can play back, halfway in. So they're going to play halfway, which will give them a slight advantage, and we'll see, but not like a, are they going to be full in? You know what? They're going to go full in. They're going to go full in and try to get this runner out. You know what? Not with 1 out. They're going to play halfway. They can still get the double play. So Wilson, 1-6 versus a righty is blank. So it's going to be up to Dan Wilson. Come on, Dan. Give us something good. Your .278 average should be good for something. 2-5. No, not 2-5. That is a liner right at the third baseman, and snaring that one out of the air is Robin Ventura. And now we have a chance of getting picked off. Oh, no. Oh, no. 1, a 2, or a 3 is going to be bad. He's going to try to pick off either the runner at first, runner at second, or the runner at third, depending on if it's a 1, 2, or 3. Line shot to the third baseman, and it's a 1. It's a double play as he throws it across the diamond and nails the runner at first base, and that is how you play it. That is how you play it. Now, the only question is, and I don't believe it's going to matter, because they were playing halfway in, a liner halfway in is not going to get through or anything, correct? Not that play. It's a line out to third. And, I mean, it makes sense that he would probably try to get the third baseman, but it might have been hit more towards, say, the hole, and he had to, go that way and then turn and spin and throw it to first. So he is out at first. And that is going to be another, wow, twice in this game so far. And it's going to be put out by the first baseman. Twice so far, the liner has killed us, and that time with bases loaded, it is really going to kill us. Rough Swordsman Wargamer, one of the best guys in the whole world, and great, wonderful channel. Hi, ID, just caught this before bed. Clueless about baseball, but hope you and yours are keeping well, my friend. Well, thank you, Rough Swordsman Wargamer. Be sure to check out his wonderful channel, guys. Go subscribe to him. He does great unboxings, replays, tips, tricks, tutorials, you name it. Wargamer extraordinaire. Just started YouTube not too long ago, and he does a great job with all of his content. So go check out Rough Swordsman Wargamer. Glad he stopped by. He doesn't have a clue about baseball, but good friend of the channel. We did a nice interview with him, and he's a great, wonderful guy anyway. So go check it out. All right, so we are on to the bottom of the second. Seattle does score 1 run, but it could have been a lot more. And the White Sox keep the damage to a minimum as Robin Ventura, the third baseman. 1-2 lefties, a walk plus. This is interesting. Walk plus versus a righty. 13 minus plus 1 is 14. Plus the 10 he gets for the plus. So it is a walk after all. And he's an attempt of 1. So he might try something on a 1. Let's see. Unity bends. 6-1. Possible strikeout. 14 minus 2 is 12. And we rolled an 11, so that is a strikeout. So he comes right back with the strikeout. And that brings up Ray Durham. And that's a 3-4. And against the switchy, that's going to be a single. S1. Going first to third, you need a speed of 4. Robin Ventura is only a speed of 2, so he will stop at second base. That brings up Ron Karkovice. 2 on, 1 out for Ron Karkovice. And we'll get rid of that dice. As now there is 2 men on. So their base running is not really going to come into play. 4-5. Another possible walk. And that is going to be another walk. He walks, the bases loaded. And that brings up Ozzie Gillen. And Seattle is going to do the same thing. Play halfway. Ozzie Gillen. 1-6, possible strikeout. Strikeout of 3. Minus 2 is a 1. So it was low, but he fouls that one off. He's going to get another shot at it. 6-5, Starline 3. That's a fly ball to center field. Is it deep enough to score the run? Sacrifice fly of 1. It is not. So it's going to be runner at third, Ventura. Let's see. Does he have... He's got a base running of 2. Base running of 2. And the went to center field. So that's Ken Griffey. What's arm of Griffey? 0. So it's a 1 or 2 on this red dice. And he's going to try and tag up and head home on the flyout. It's a 3. Will not. So that is just going to be simply a flyout to center field. Runners will stay where they're at. Still bases loaded. Defense will play back in normal with 2 outs. Lance Johnson singled his first time up. Andy Benz trying to get through this. Oh, that's a foul ball. That's a souvenir for a lucky fan out there. Let's try this again. 3-1. And against the lefty, 1-7 would be an auto single. And that is a 6. So that is going to be a single. S1, and the run comes in from third, and the runner at second is Ray Durham. Is he going to score in the S1? He needs he will definitely make it. S1, you only need a 1 base running. You get a +1 because there's 2 outs, so he's definitely coming in. So 2 RBIs, and the runner on first, is he going to third is the next question, is Ron Karkovice. Ron, it's a base running of 3. +1 is a 4, and that's what you need. So everyone's going to move up 2 bases on the single. Ventura's going to score. Durham's going to come in to score, and Karkovice is going to third as they're off on contact, and Lance Johnson delivers for Chicago, and they're up 2-1. Still base runners at the corners for Tim Raines. Andy Benz needs an out somehow, some way. Possible strikeout, but not in range. So Tim Raines, 4-5, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field, and Griffey will come in and make the catch, and that will retire the side. But the White Sox get 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors. We will go to the top of the third. Is 2-1 here in Chicago. Vince Coleman singled his first time up, was caught stealing. 2-4, error to ground ball check. 4-4, and that's a single to third. And that could be still an error, though. Single to third baseman. That's Robin Ventura. Ventura, he's a 1-10, and this could get good. It's a 15 though, so it'll just be an auto. It won't be an auto single. It'll be a single though. So single for Coleman. He's 2 for 2, and again he's a 9 +2, so 1-11. He's going to try and steal again. Oh my gosh! Good thing he didn't try to steal, because that was another 20. 6-5. Is ballpark. So our first look at Kaminsky Park here in Chicago. There's only 1 home run check on that, and that's at the 2-1 position. That is a 1-2, and that is a question mark into left field. Question mark 7 into left, and Cora rolled an 18, which is not good, and he is against a right-hander. 18 is going to be out of range, and it's going to be caught out there in left field. Dang. Fly ball to left for the out. So Cora's out. Ken Griffey up. And again, maybe trying to get in the scoring position is Coleman. He's going to try and take off. 3, he does try to take off. And 9 this time on the steal attempt. And Coleman, 14 +2 -1 is going to be plenty. That is in there. Stolen base. Steals second. So Coleman gets in scoring position. And Ken Griffey is up. 5-4. Lefty's a blank. 5-4 is a blank. Righty would have been an auto out. 4-6. Starline 4. That's a ground ball to second. He's going to move the runner up, I believe, on second base. So they kept out of the double play by having him steal as well. Runners will advance if it's hit to first, second, or catcher. Yeah, okay, so it's going to be a ground ball. Second, and he will go to third on the play. And that brings up Edgar Martinez with 2 outs, tying run 90 feet away. Edgar needs a big base hit here, and not a line out. That would be great. 6-4, and that's going to be an auto out. Damn. He's a right-hander, so 6-4. So an auto out of 1. That's going to be a fly ball out to left field. And that's going to do it for the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. And it is going to be Dave Martinez. He flew out to center field against Andy Benz his first time. 6-3. And he's not tired, so it's not a single. Dave Martinez, 307 average. 5-6er. That's a ground ball down to third. And making the play there is going to be Mike Blowers for the out. It brings up Big Frank Thomas. Big Frank Thomas grounded to third his first time up. 6-2-0. Range play for us this time. On us, I guess. Oh, it's a 2. Should be hopefully good. 2-5. That's a center right field. F9 is right field. Oh boy. Who's in right today? That's Jay Browner. And, oops, where's Jay? And he's a 2. So he's going to make the catch out there and right. Oof, just barely. But he made it. We just watched that video and now I can't remember what the hell they called him. So that brings up Robin Ventura, who walked his first time up to lead the second. 5-5 against the lefties, a blank. Otherwise, it would have been a strikeout plus. 4-3, a liner back to the pitcher. And making the snare there is Benz. And we go to the top of the fourth. Tino Martinez singled his first time up. Come on, Tito. 2-5, possible strikeout. That is out of range, though. So no strikeout. Tito Martinez, 293 average, 6-5. That's a Starline 1. That's a fly ball out to left field. Making the catch out there is Tim Raines, playing good defense. Jay, oh gosh, how do they call his name? Browner? We just watched the video. God damn it. Jay Brunner. 1-3. Possible strikeout 5. That will be a strikeout. So Jay's out. That brings up Mike Blowers. Walked his first time up. 2 away. Top of 4. 3-1 plus. That will be a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts by Jason Berry. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. It is a 2-1 score here in favor of the White Sox. And that brings up Lyle Mouton. Struck out his first time up. 1-4 possible walk. And nope. That's only a 9. He rolled a 15. So Mouton. 6-4. And down the line, base hit. Single into left field. As Blowers couldn't get to that one. He will not try anything. We will throw this just in case a 20 comes up, because a 20 is going to be a possible pickoff by Benz. Ray Durham. Oh, it's a 20. So they try the pickoff, and it's a 5, so it's not a 1. So no pickoff. We'll give Ray Durham another chance. All right, 3-5. Possible strikeout is a 19. No strikeout. No strikeout. Durham. 5-6-0. It's going out in the left field against a right-hander. He rolled a 17. That's going to be a flyout. Fly out to left. He has a single 1-5, double on a 6, 7 or 8 is a triple. But 17 will just be a fly out to left. That brings up Karkovice. Ron Karkovice. 1-2 against the righties blank. 1-2 is a blank. 2-4 grounded down to third. Runner at first. Possible double play. 2 -1, so it's only a 1. It's a 4. Runner at first is Mouton. And his base running is a 3, so that is higher. So they're going to get it on the 5-6 put out. Fielder's choice. Out at second, 5-2-4. No, cancel. Yeah. I wanted to do the right thing. That's why. It's going to be 5-4. There we go. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let it thaw a little bit. Okay.
Not the whole thing.
Yeah, sure.
No, not the whole thing.
All right, so 2 outs now for Ozzie Gillen. 2 out to center. No activity. 4-1. Error on a throw chance. Error on a throw chance. And the error roll will be the pink one. 3-4. That is into left field. Question mark again into left field. And again, he rolled a 10. So Karkovice, 1-2 single, 3-9 double. We rolled a 10. But we do have to check for an error, though. Left fielder. Vince, what do you got for us? 4. We rolled a 7. So that's just going to be a fly ball out to left. Good. Whew. Had me a little nervous there, guys. A little nervous. All right. So that brings up Sojo. Singled his first time up. Come on, we need a run now. Top of 5. 21. Right-hander possible strikeout. Not in range. Sojo would be a 1 to strike out. 4-6. That's a ground ball to short. And that brings up Dan Wilson. Dan the Man Wilson. And home run question mark, but the 19 is going to be out of range, so it will not be a home run. Dan Wilson. Ooh, hit that one foul as that one did a spinorama there. Dan Wilson. 1-2. That's going to be a single pass short. Single pass short for a single. Ozzie is attempt of 3, so there might be something going on here. Might be something going on. And I screwed that up. That was Dan Wilson, dummy. There we go. All right, so attempt of 3 on the pink dice. Nope, 1-1. Error and a throw chance. Again, error will be on the pink dice if there's a throw. And that is a question mark 8. And a 5 against a right-hander is going to be a single. Single and a right. And there will be a throw. So it's going to be a 19, though, so it won't be an error. So we got runner at first, and it was a single to right. And let's see what we get out of this. Single to right. First to third is a +2. Dan Wilson. Oh, Dan, what are you? He's a base running of 2. +2 is a 4. So 1 to 4, he'll go to third. Thanks. He will go to third on a 1 to 4. It's a 4. So that will be a single and moving to third. And now, with 1 out, runners are at the corners. And base running will be off, but we will still roll this in case a 20 comes, because again, there might be a pickoff. The runners at the corners, they are going to play. They're going to play corners halfway in. So they're going to play halfway in for everyone, actually. Halfway in for everyone. and no 20, so it's a 5-3, and that's a possible walk. Cora is an 8, plus 1 is a 9, and that is a 6, so it's going to be a bases loaded situation. And Barry can go, how many batters can you go? 25. He's only gone 18, 19, he's only gone 20. So bases loaded here. And they're going to play in. Chicago's going to play in and try and get that runner out at home. Try and get that double play. So we will see. They're going to play in. 5-6 error question mark. So again, this will be the error dice. Error question mark, and if they can get an error, that would be wonderful. 2-6, and that was hitting the gap by Cora and into left center field. And error, what was it? It was error question mark or error throw. It came off of Beret. It's not going to matter because it's a 14th. But all right, let's see what the left fielder is. Left fielder is Raines. Yeah, I think he was really good. Tim Raines. Yeah, it was a 5. So it wouldn't have been an error anyways, no matter if it was a throw, a catch, or whatever. So it's not an error. We don't have to worry about that. But it's a solid double into left field. So runner on first is Joey Cora. What's your oops. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. It would have been on Griffey. 2-6 is question mark 8. Question mark 8, and we rolled a 13. And that's still going to be a double off of Griffey. So, fortunately, same result, except for instead of left field, it went to center field. So, center field. And now we're going to find out the runner at first is Cora, and Seattle's going to take the lead. He is a 4 base runner. There's only 1 out, and it went to center field. So it's a double to center. You get a +1, so 1 to 5. Anything but a 6. Anything but a 6. He will score on the double. And 3 runs come in as Ken Griffey Jr. delivers into the gap in left center field. It's going to clear the bases. It's now a 4-2 ball game. And that brings up Edgar Martinez, righty, lefty, righty. And Barry, 25, 21. He can still go. So that's going to be a double to clear the bases by Ken Griffey now. Brings up Edgar Martinez, the DH. He double and a single. Are they going to leave Barry in? They are. 1 out. 3-5. Oh, it's a range play. Again, could be really good. Could be really bad. We will find out. A range play. Oh, it's going to be tough. It's a 4, 3-2. And that's going to center field. Center fielder is who? That's Lance Johnson. He is a 4, and we rolled a 4. So he's going to make the catch in center field. Makes the catch for the out. Fly out to center. And Griffey actually at second. Flyouts. Runner on second. Subtract 3 from the base running, and that is Griffey. What's Griffey? He's a 3, so no chance. No chance to go. All right, so now with 2 outs, brings up Tito Martinez. Let's make sure we're on the right card this time. Tito Martinez. 1 for 2 is Tito. It's 4-2 Seattle. 3 big runs here in the top of the 5th. Nothing on the base paths. 5-6 error question mark. Again, the error will be on the pink dice. It's a 4 possible error. 5-2 is going to be 5-2. Starline 3, that is going out to right field. Right field is Lyle Mouton. Lyle in right field, again, no error, 0. So it's going to be a catch and an out. And unfortunately, that's going to do it. But 3 runs come in. So happy for that. Now we just have to buckle down and get a few outs. And that's going to bring up Lance Johnson. Andy Benz can go 26. He's gone 18. 1-4, possible walk, and that is not a walk. Lance Johnson. That's a ground ball to first. 1 away. Tim Raines. 5-4, possible strikeout. Nope. 1-3, single past the first baseman. Solid single. Raines attempt of 2, so there might be something going on. Let's see. Dave Martinez. 5-1. Oh boy, we got a range play against us this time. Could be good, could be bad. Let's see. Nope. Dice fell out of my hand, so we're going to re-roll everything. Get all the dice. Oh, it's going to be a tough play. That is a 4. 4-5. At the pitcher. Benz is a 3, so he's going to miss it. And that's going to be a single. 4 against the 3. So a single, and S1 going first to third. You need a 4. Tim Raines is a 2. So he will stop at second, as he wasn't sure whether or not Andy Benz got that one, and so he will stop at second. So 2 men on, just like that, and Big Frank Thomas coming up. Oh, Frankie, and they're gonna call no activity on the base paths, but we will roll this in case the pickoff comes. Runners at first and second. 1-2 against the righties a blank. So it's straight up off of Frank Thomas' card. He's 0 for 2. And that's a ground ball down to third. Double play 2 -1, so it's only going to be a 1 double play. And they're gonna get Tim Raines because he's only a 2 runner. At first is Martinez. Sorry, Martinez is a 3. It has to be roll. It's got to be higher than the runner on first base running. So it's just going to be an out at first, unfortunately, and the runners are going to move up. So a ground ball to third, and actually, hang on a second. The runners at first and second. Ball hit to third baseman. There is a chance he can... first and second. Right, here we go. Grounder to third. Roll a D6. All right, so I got to roll a D6 because there was runners at first and second. We got to find out what kind of play the third... It was down there third. 6 in the hole. Double play chance will go second to first. So yeah, okay. So they are going to move up because there's a chance he could just get him, get the runner out at third. So all right. So out, second big out, and defense playing back in normal. Robin Ventura, 295 average, 2-2, a possible strikeout. He's an 11. -2, though, is only a 9, so the -2 helps him. And Robin Ventura is going to get a swing at it. Oh, nilly. Runners at second and third. 1-1. He's going to ground it down to first base. That is going to be Tito Martinez. He's going to scoop that up and take it to the bag himself, and that is going to do it here in the bottom of the 5th. And Seattle will stay on top of this one, 4-2. Seattle, hey Ian, how you doing, buddy? Good to see ya. Hope all is well. So we're going on to the 6th. It's a 4-2 score. And Bray, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. He could go a couple more, so he will try and stay in there for the 6th inning. We'll see. Jay Bruner, 3-2. Possible strikeout. That is too high, so no strikeout. Jay batting .429, 6 hits, 14 at bats so far. 2-1, not this time. That is going to be a ground ball that is short. That'll be made by Ozzy. One away for Mike Blowers. Strikeout and a walk for Mike. 2-2, range play at the ballpark. So Kaminsky Park comes into play. And a range play as well. 6, so it's going to be an auto fail. 3-3, and that is going to be a rare play, actually. Rare play, and there is bases empty. Bases empty, rare play, but remember, it was a range play, so I'm going to keep that dice right there, so I remember. 4 and a 6, 46. Slow roller to short, who possibly bobbles. And then possibly throws it wild. Resolve against the shortstop error rate. First for the bobble and then on the throw. But because it's a range play, he does not get to it. I don't know if you throw for that or not. That is a great question. On a range play, a failed range play, do you still do the error check? Let's see, who's at short? It's going to be, it might not matter, Ozzy. Ozzy's at short. He's a 6. So we'll just roll and see if we roll a 6. A 9. So he doesn't bobble it. And he doesn't throw it away, but he doesn't actually get to it. So, and I don't think a rare play supersedes failed range play. I don't think it would. It doesn't make sense it would, but we're going to have to get out that rule book again. Ow, God bless it. All right, let's see. Ballpark card. Let's see. Let's see here. Errors. General errors. Looking to see if there's something in the... Oh, any range or error checks by the pitcher card is negated by the rare play results. So there is no range or error check off the pitcher card when you get a rare play. So the rare play does supersede the range play. So the failed range, which would have helped us, doesn't matter as he passes his 2 error checks and it's going to be a good play, which kind of sucks. It kind of sucks, to be honest. Because we could have used that. Instead, there's now 2 outs. Is this inside pitch? Yes, it is. Luis Sojo will be up. Ah, that would have been really nice. We could have used a failed range play. All right, Lewis 25. So next man aboard, or an auto pull, but with 2 outs, they're going to try and get Bree through this inning. Let's see. 1-2 walk plus, and an 18. So this is going to be interesting. Range right-handed pitcher. He's a 6 plus 1 for Kaminsky Park, takes him to 7. Plus 10 for the walk, plus is 17, but we rolled an 18. So no walk for Sojo. Ah, so close. 4-3. That's going to be a fly ball to right. So that is kind of a dead inning, as we thought we had something going, and we just couldn't get it to go. All right, Andy Benz. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. All right, Lyle Wooton is up against Benz. Possible strikeout, a 14 minus 2 for Kaminsky is 12. We rolled a 9. That is a strike 3 called on the outside corner, so a strikeout. Only the second strikeout of the game by Andy Benz. Ray Durham is up. 21 walk plus, that will be a walk. Durham is an attempt of 4, so we will add that dice. Ron Karkovice against Andy Benz. And he is going on, he will steal second base. So Durham, 16 minus 3 is 13. Yeah, it's not going to go down to a 6, so that is going to be a good steal. So steal second for Ron Karkovice as 1 out. 5-3. Uh-oh, right-hander. That is a home run check, and it didn't matter as Ron Karkovice got all that one, my friends. That is heaped to deep center field, and we have got us a tie ball game. As Ron Karkovice rips and grips, and it's a 4-4 ball game. 4-4, and Ozzy is up. 0-for-2 is Ozzy. 5-3 is what we just rolled, but against a right-hander, that's a home run. Versus a left-hander, it's a possible walk, but that is out of range. So thank God Ozzy Galen is a lefty. 26, it's a ground ball down to first. That's Martinez. He will make the catch, or he will make the play. And now there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Lance Johnson. And 1-6, possible strikeout. No, way out of range. Lance Johnson's actually a 0 against right-handers. 6-5. That's a ground ball to second. And that's going to do it through 6. We go to the 7th, tied up 4-4. And both starting pitchers, neither one's going to get a loss or a win, as I think they're both going to have to come out. So Barry is giving way here. And who's it going to be? We got a righty coming up. So it looks like it's going to be Matt Katchner. Matt Katchner? Let's see. New pitcher. Matt is not in there. So we've got to go in, lineup manager. And we got to add a player. Last name. Karchner. Katchner. Matt. He's a righty. Okay. Save. Okay. Switch. New pitcher. Matt Katchner. There we go. Doesn't bat. All right. So, Matt Katchner for Chicago comes in here in the top of the 7th. He's going to face off against Luis Sojo. Neither pitcher going to get the win or the loss. They both pitched decent. 6-1 error to throw chance. Again, error comes to the pink dice. Sojo, if there's a throw, 2-2, and that is a question mark 9. That is going to right field. We roll a 3. That is a single to right. And that is going to be a 16, so it's not going to be an error. So that is going to be a leadoff single. Leadoff single by Sojo. And they're going to play corners in thinking the bunt's coming. They're going to play corners in thinking the bunt's coming with nobody out. And they're right, Dan Wilson is a good bunter. And they are... He is going to bunt. Come on, Dan. 7. He's a 4. That's a good bunt. It went to 6, which is the catcher. So it's going to be a sacrifice hit. He's going to advance to second, and it's going to go assist to the catcher. Put out by the second baseman. All right, covering first. All right, so runner in scoring position now. For Vince Coleman. Coleman is what? Oh, wait. Shit. That should have been... well, he's still a 5 bunter, so he still would have bunted. It still would have been a good bunt. God, I got to remember to flip over those cards. So Cora's also a good bunter. He's got 2 walks and a single. Joey Cora. And there will be no activity on the base paths, and there is no pickoff, so we'll not need the 20-sider dice. So 2 walks for Joey Cora. Matt Kitchener, 5-1 blank, so come on, Cora. Come on, Cora, get a hit. 52, and that is question mark 8 into center field. It was on the 11 and 9, and then it popped over to the 13. So I'm going to call that it was on the 11 and 9. 13 is going to be a triple. 9 to 12 is a double. So I'm just going to call it a double. Because I don't think by hitting this and having it roll some more should I mean, it's just going to help me out if I get a triple. But I'm going to just say, okay, double. So it would have been a double. It was a 9 or 11, which falls in the double range. 9 to 12 is a double. And so that is going to give us the lead. Joey Cora delivers again. And Ken Griffey, 3 RBI double in the 5th. Come on, Griff. Let's get a couple more runs. Error to throw chance. Again, pink dice will be the error dice. I'm going to go watch a movie with my wife. Take care and stay healthy. All right, Ewan. Thanks, buddy. 2-3, and that is a single to right. So that is going to send the runner around. And, I forgot there was an error chance on that. Single to right. Let's check the right fielder because there will be a throw. Right fielder is, who is it? Lyle Mouton. So you know what? Because I picked up the dice, we will just assume it was not an error. That's fine. I will not do the check. That was my bad for picking it up too quickly. So it's a single. Now we're going to find out the runner is Joey Cora. Single to right. And going second home is a +1. He is a 4 base runner. So anything but a 6 on the red, anything but a 6 he will score. And he does. Scores on the single. And Ken Griffey delivers another RBI. 4 RBIs for Ken Griffey Jr. And Seattle goes back out in front 6-4. Edgar Martinez a double and 2 flyouts. Come on, Edgar. Let's keep things rolling. Still only 1 out. And Kutcher will have to be pulled if he gets any bad result. 5-5 against the righties at K+. That will be a strikeout. That is not a bad result if you're a White Sox fan, obviously. Tito Martinez, 2 outs now. Tito, 2-3 possible strikeout and back-to-back strikeouts. So Kutcher upset that he gave up the single to Griffey and giving up the lead here strikes out to the last two batters. So Benz is going to have to come out, which is kind of bad. So we have Reigns, switchy, lefty, righty, lefty. So if we got a lefty, might be the time to bring him in, actually. And we do. It is, oh no, it's Lee Gutterman, who I had to copy his card off of online. And he, oh boy. New pitcher coming in. Oh boy. Come on, Lee. Just don't do anything stupid. Tim Raines, 1 for 3. Come on, Lee. You can do it. 6-4. I have complete faith. So that would be an auto single if he's tired. He's not tired. He just came in the game. All right, let's get it out. 6-5. Lined it right at the shortstop. Perfect position there by Sojo. All right, one out. Gutterman, he's got, okay, Dave Martinez. So think positive. Come on, Gutterman. 5-2, and that is a blank. We will take that for sure. Dave Martinez, 1 for 3. And that is a star line 4, but in this, I didn't write down his star line, so it's just going to be ground ball to first. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. It's an out, and there's nobody on, so it didn't matter. All right, can you get through Frank Thomas? He's a right-hander, though. So with a righty, then a lefty, and then a righty, they're going to try to get Gutterman through that lefty. Frank Thomas 0 for 3. Come on, baby. Get it out. 1-6 blank. All right, we will take a blank. That's fine. 3-2, and that is into left field. A roll day 3, that is a single. We will take that any day of the week. Give Frank Thomas a single and be done with him. All right, Robin Ventura, the lefty now. Come on, let's get this lefty out. Gutterman, that's why you're in. 3-2. Oh, it's a range play. Oh, come on. Let's roll low on that green dice. 4. It's going to be a tough play. 6-4. That's into left field. Coleman. Come on, Coleman. What do you got for me? You're a 2. You suck. It's going to fall in. Now we got to find out, is that a single or a double? 1-4 is a single. That's a double. Oh, God. All right, so it's a double. Gutterman, you suck, okay? All right, so it's a double, and you're going first to home on the... It's a -1 to your run rating. Frank Thomas is a 1, so it's a 0. He will not go home on the double. And he will advance to third. All right, Gutterman is out. We know that because we got a righty coming up. So Gutterman, it's going to be Jeff Nelson. New pitcher coming in, Jeff Nelson. I could have been worse with Gutterman, to be honest. So 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs, and it's up to Lyle Mouton. 302 average. He's got 2 strikeouts and a single, so he's got his 1 hit, so he shouldn't get another one. Come on now. Jeff, get him out. 2-5, possible strikeout. He's a right-hander. That's a 14 -2 is a 12. We rolled a 9. That is a strikeout. Jeff Nelson, swing and a miss. Woo! That was a close one, boys. You're putting a lot of pressure on me. I mean, a lot of pressure. I don't appreciate that. All right, so I'm going to slide these down a little bit. All right, so Phil Reynolds, hey Jester, are you winning? I am. Well, Seattle's winning 6-4. We're going to the top of the 8th. And Kutchner can go 4. He went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to be out. And they're going to bring in Scott Radzinski. Scott Radzinski is coming in, even though he's a lefty. Yeah, they're going to bring the lefty in with 3 righties coming up. The only other person they have, though, is the closer. Would they bring the closer in the 8th to try and get a 2 out? They're going to bring the lefty in. Scott Rudzinski. And he is not on the team. Oh, great. All right, so we got Adam, I guess. That's Adam. Radinski. Radzinski. Scott. Scott is a lefty. Okay. Shoot. Lineup manager. We got to save the roster. Okay. Now switch back. New pitcher. Scott Radzinski doesn't bat. All right, so Radzinski's going to come in to face off against Bruner. Bruner actually hits less home runs against lefties, and he strikes out more, and he walks less, so he doesn't do as good. You would think he would do better against lefties, but let's find out. Radzinski, he just needs a couple outs and then get maybe the closer, saver, or something. But we'll see. We're on the top of the HA. Runner, 3-4. Possible strikeout, but 17 is too high. I guess since you hate Chicago, that means you're winning. I actually don't hate Chicago. I hate the Cubs. I like the White Sox. Jay Runner, 1-3. Linder right at the shortstop for the first out. Mike Blowers. Walk, single, ground out, 3-1, and wild pitch we can ignore because there's nobody on. 5-6, home run, question mark. He doesn't give up many home runs to right-handers. It's only a 1 or 2, so that is not a home run. 4-4, and that's going to be a single. That is going to be a single. Blower's attempt of 1, -1 for Radzinski, so he will not be able to do anything. Sojo. 1 for 3 is Sojo. Come on, Sojo. That is a 3-5. Error to throw chance. Again, the error will go to the pink dice. Error to throw if there's a throw necessary. 6-3. And that is going to be a single past the second baseman. 16, so it doesn't matter. And S4. Going first to third, you need a base running of 3. And Blowers, come on, Blowers. What is your speed? Don't be crappy. You are a 2, so you will stop at second. So you will stop at second. And 2 men on, 1 out. 2 men on, 1 out. That brings up Dan Wilson. We're actually going to look at tomorrow's game and see who pitched in that and see if they have any right-handers in that game that they could bring in now. Because I want to make sure they're on the team. Larry Thompson. I don't know anything about Larry. Larry. Let's see what Larry is. Assuming I have a card for Larry. Larry Thomas, actually. Sorry. But I didn't see him. Come here. I don't see Larry. What's up with Larry? Why do I not see your card, Larry? Because he actually, in 95, he only played in 17 games. That's why. Okay, so Larry Thomas. I could get his card offline or online, but I was just hoping to find like who did they play in the previous game then? The White Sox previous game. Previous to us. Let's see who pitched in that one. Because that way I know they're on the team. Larry Thomas again. So I don't know for sure. All I know is they pitched in this game Bray, Brzezinski, Kuchner, and no, this is the wrong game. Sorry. Wait a minute. Yeah, September 15th. Here we go. Game 130. In this game, they pitched Bray, Brzezinski, Kuchner, and Roberto Hernandez. Roberto Hernandez is their closer with lots and lots of saves. Kuchner's already come in. And, of course, the starting pitcher's already come and gone. So, and I don't know who else is on the team because it looks like they used Larry quite a bit here. And I don't, well, here's what we're going to do, I think. I think you can actually download like the fringe players for free. Right? So we're going to go to, what season are we in? 1995. And let's see. Let's just put that on our desktop. That's fine. And we can actually look at the 95 extras and do a search, find, and see if this Larry dude actually has a card at all. What's his name? Next game, Larry Thomas, right. So let's look under here and find Thomas, Thomas, Thomas. Mike Thomas. Larry Thomas for Chicago. There we go. There you go. So that's how that's done, folks. That's how that's done. So it looks like it's going to... Oh, he's a lefty? After all that, he's a lefty? Are you freaking kidding me? So what are we going to do about that? We got a lefty in Brzezinski. We got a backup of Larry. What are we going to do about that? The lefty. They did go to Larry in yesterday's game and then go to Larry in tomorrow's game. So Larry's not going to come in this one. They're going to give him the day off. So Brzezinski's got to get out of his own mess. 2 on, 1 out. Dan Wilson's up. Sorry about the delay, but trying to do the right thing for both teams. 3-4 possible strikeout and 7 versus a lefty. -2 is 5. We rolled a 6. Versus a right-hander, that would have been 8 -2. That would have been a strikeout. But versus left-handers, Dave Wilson does not strike out. Come on, Dave. Dan. Come on, Dan. 2-2. Starline 5. That's grounder just short, and that could be trouble. Ground ball double play of 2. It's a 5, which means they're going to get the runner at second on the fielder's choice. And that was a, 5-4? Actually, cancel. Wait a minute. Yeah. Shut up. Because it went to third. Did it go to third? I think it went to third. Or did it go to short? It was a star line. I thought it was a star line. Was it not a star line? Star Starline 4. No, it wouldn't have been that. Starline 5, maybe. Yeah, because it was a 2-2, right? So Starline 5 is grounded short. So yeah, it's gonna be a fielder's choice at 6-4. Runner's gonna move to third as they try for the double play. So runner's at the corners now with 2 outs. And that brings up dun 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 Vince Coleman. Come on, Vince. Come on, Vince. 2 men on 2 outs, top of the 8th. 4-2 is a possible strikeout. That is not a strikeout. So it's up to Coleman here. Vince against lefty, 2-4. Grounded down to third base. And that will be retire this side. Nothing across for the Mariners. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Let's see. Nelson's only come in for 1 batter, so it's Ray Durham up. Ray Durham. 4-1 K plus. That will be a strikeout. Would be a strikeout about most people. Karkovice with the 2-run home run to tie it up in the 6th back up. He's a right-hander. And that's a blank on Nelson. Jeff Nelson, Karkovice. One fine Starline 4. That's ground ball down to first. 2 away. 2 quick outs here for Jeff Nelson. That brings up Ozzie, the lefty. 2-3 possible strikeout, and a 4 is not going to be good enough. Ozzie is a 3, -2 for Comiskey Park, takes him to a 1. So Ozzie going to get a swing at it. 2-4, pops him up, high pop fly. That one's going over to third base and making the catch. We go to the 9th. And they're going to use Roberto Hernandez. New pitcher. Hernandez. They have no Hernandez. Of course they don't. Because he's the closer. But they're going to try and keep this one close. And we're going to add a player. HGRNANDEZ. ROBERTO. Roberto. He is a righty-righty. Okay. Save. Okay. Switch. New pitcher. Hernandez doesn't bat. Okay, there we go. So, it's up to Joey Cora. Cora, 2 walks and a double. 5-5 K plus. He is a 4. -2 is a 2. Plus the 10 is a 12. So just barely, actually, on the K plus. So they do get Cora. Here comes Ken Griffey. Griffey having a day. 2 for 4 with the 4 RBIs. Ken Griffey. 1-1 range play at the ballpark. Range play at the ballpark. Kaminsky, come on now. Oh, it's a 1. It's gonna be the catcher, and he's gonna make the play. Ground ball to the catcher. So range play killed us that time. So Griffey's out as he nibs one in front of the plate. Edgar Martinez. Double strikeout, 2 flyouts for Edgar. Come on, Edgar. 1-6, righty's blank. And that is going to be a 2-3. It won't be a line out. It will be a strikeout because he's got the special K. That will be a strikeout, and that will do it for the top of the 9th. So Martinez gives the White Sox a chance going into the bottom of the 9th. Who is our closer? It's going to be Norm Charlton coming in. Norm Charlton for Seattle's got to close this one out. Lance Johnson, the lefty. They might pull him. Let's see who the White Sox brought into this game, if they brought anyone. Let's bring out a couple cards here. So they actually had a couple. They had Barry Lyons, who's a right-hander. So they might bring in Barry. And they also had Norberto Martin. He is also a righty. So 2 right-handers they have on the bench here. 269, 266 average. Not as good as Lance Johnson, but they are right-hander. Lance Johnson's the center fielder. You guys can play center field. So if they do end up tying it up, they're going to be a problem. Roberto Martin is going to come in. Pinch hit here. Oops. I gotta switch. No, wait. I don't have to switch. This is it's not a new pitcher, it's a pinch hitter. Duh. I'm like, wait a minute. Roberto Martin. The right-hander coming in to face off against Norm Charlton, the lefty. The lefty trying to close this one out and get Seattle a win here in Chicago. 1-3K plus. That is a strikeout. Versus the lefty, he's a 12. -2 is 10. +10 is a 20. Would have been a strikeout without the plus. So Roberto Martin is out. And that brings up Tim Raines, a switch hitter. He will stay in. Tim Raines is 1 for 4, batting .250. Let's see if Tim Raines can get on base and give the White Sox a chance here. They need a base runner against Norm Charlton. 1-6 star line. He is going to be a star line. Wow, that is a great pitch by Norm Charlton as he gets him to fly out to center field and fly out to center field. And that brings up another lefty, Dave Martinez, but you're not going to pull Martinez, your first baseman. Even though he's a lefty, I don't think you're going to pull him. 307 average. Needs to get on base. You need a base runner. You don't have an unlimited bench. He's only 1 for 4. They're going to leave him in. 1-5 wild pitch. We could ignore that because no one's on. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. 4-3 lefties a star line, and Norm Charlton comes in and gets the save. 4 star line 4 is a ground ball to short, and that's going to do it. The big hit came from let's see, it was in the 7th inning. Big hit double there by Joey Cora, put himself in scoring position, got the lead, and then of course Ken Griffey singled him home. 2 RBIs in the top of the 7th. They're going to take this one 6-4. The win. Who's going to go to the win? It was until, let's see, the 7th inning, they made the switch and gave up the 2 runs. So Kitchener is going to take the loss. And is it going to be Lee Gutterman with the win? No, can't be. Can it? Can it be? Oh, hang on, cancel. Can it be Gutterman with the win? So who pitched in the 7th? Gutterman came in and then was replaced in the last out of the 7th inning. But they were already ahead at that point. They are already ahead. No, they weren't. Wait, in the so in the top of the 7th. Yeah, so in the bottom of the 7th, they were ahead 6-4, and they had not replaced anyone. So actually, after 6, it was tied 4-4. We go to the 7th. They make a pitching change. We get 2 runs. So going into the bottom of the 7th inning, before we make our change, we're already ahead. So yes, it will be actually end game. The win is going to go to Bings. The loss is going to go to because it was tied when Beret went out. So there we go. And then Charlton with the save. I think that's right. Anyways, it's not that important, but I just like to keep things organized. All right, so for Seattle, I'll update this team and CH. What do they normally put down? CHW for Chicago White Sox. Chicago White Sox. There we go. That's fine. Save. And now, create this team. Chicago White Sox. They're going to be in Kominsky Park. They're in the Central Division. Okay. There we go. So, no, we don't want to. We want to actually save this. This is the end of game number 130. We gave you guys a recap at the beginning of this of the first 13 games of this replay. So you guys should be caught up if you watch the beginning of this episode again, where you can see where our record is, who we won, how we lost, and all that before we started. So there you go. That's it. So Seattle wins 3 in a row now. And I better write this information down. So this is September 15th, I think. Game 130 against Chicago White Sox. It's a win, 6-4. And what is going to be? No, I guess 13 hits for Seattle. I guess is the big. And our record improves to. Let's see here. Gotta itch my eye. 66 is 64, and then 67 is 64. So 67 and 64 is where we stand right now. There we go. There is our. We're now tied with the 3 wins. We are now tied in this replay. 7 wins, 7 losses. The win here and 2 against Minnesota. 3 in a row for Seattle. They're now 67 and 64 on the season. 3 wins in a row and trying to continue on the train. They will play game number 131 against Chicago next time. So thanks for joining me, Elon, Philip Reynolds, and of course my good friend, Rough Swordsman Wargamer. You all have a good evening. Till we get together again. Till then, have a good one, and we'll see you. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.